Hey everyone, this is Dylan here, and today I'm going to go over drug sensitivity testing. So there are three main ways to do drug sensitivity testing in the lab. The first one is using something called an Etest. So that's going to be this little strip, and that'll give you the MIC, or minimum inhibitory concentration, for the drug to be effective. And that, is either a bacteriostatic or bactericidal concentration, depends on what the drug is. And once you enter those numbers in, it'll be interpreted as either sensitive, intermediate, or resistant. The second method is something old school, the Kirby Bauer, or KB. So that involves little discs of the drugs, and those get put on a plate, and then you read the length of inhibited growth. I'll see if there's more inhibited growth, then that's the drug's being effective, and if it's smaller, then the drug is not effective, or the bug is resistant. And so you relate that distance or measurements, let's say it's 20 millimeters, and it's predetermined relationship between that distance and the drug being sensitive, intermediate, or resistant. So that's the relationship between those two that you'll use for your KB interpretation. And lastly, the most common method that we have in the lab is something called a Vitec. So that's an automated method to do it. And that works based on a turbidimetric method, or checking the turbidity. So pretty much you have your McFarland standard of your bug of interest, and then you have either a gram-positive or gram-negative sensitivity card that you have to put on the Vitec machine. And your bug, depending on whether it's gram-positive or gram-negative, will get that interpretation with the appropriate card based on the turbidity. Obviously, if there's more turbidity, then the drug is not effective, and vice versa. So yeah, those are the three main methods for determining antimicrobial sensitivity. And the Vitec is definitely the main method, but there's pros and cons of each, because as I referenced, the Vitec, the cards only have certain drugs on them, and if you want a particular drug, maybe we only have that on Etest or via Etest. So that's what we'd have to do. So obviously the drug would be requested by the physician, and then we would have to say, okay, this is how we can do the drug, and this is how we can give you the interpretation. And I forgot to mention, actually, for the Vitec, that will give you an MIC as well. So the two MIC methods would be your Vitec, the automated way, and Etest, which is more manual. But you can do specific drugs for the Etest. And then Kirby Bauer, the main pro of that method, maybe it's cheaper and easier to do, but would be for maybe a mucoid bug that it's a mucoid bug may not be read or interpreted well on the Vitec, so it can maybe be interpreted better on KB. And so there's pros and cons of each method, but those are the three that we have available to us in the lab whenever you request general sensitivities or specific drug, or specific drug to be requested. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you know more about drug sensitivity now, and see you next time. Thanks.